At Dallas Baptist University, students live their lives for God's glory.
By finding and following God's will within a Christ-centered community.
By learning and practicing servant leadership.
And by combining faith and learning in order to apply God's Word in the 21st century marketplace.
Dallas Baptist University's gated community is a lush oasis within the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The facilities are first-rate, the friendships formed are eternal, the memories are endless.
And that's just what happens outside of the classroom. Students also find an academic challenge at Dallas Baptist. We have high standards because we believe a Christian worldview requires academic excellence.
Integrating faith and learning is at the heart of what we do because it is the heart of who we are.
Honoring Christ means giving all students opportunities of distinction. It means our classes are taught by qualified professors, not graduate assistants. Our faculty members place students first in the priorities and first in their prayers. And when it's time to pursue an internship or look for a job, our students benefit from being near one of the largest concentrations of corporate headquarters in the nation. A DBU education does not end after 4 years. A DBU education is forever.
For more information, visit www.dbu.edu or call us at 1-800-460-1DBU.
Well, it's 7-3 Patriots, and they're on the verge right now of blowing this wide open as Grant Greeno, in 2/3 of an inning, has some trouble. 2 runs, 1 hit. It was an infield hit, but he walks 3, hits a batter, leaves with the bases loaded. 34 pitches, 14 of them for strikes. Pat Petteruti comes in out of the bullpen.
Petteruti is a left-hander and a true freshman at 5'11", 165 pounds out of East Greenwich, Rhode Island. He's making just his second appearance. His only other one came against Florida A&M on March the 3rd. Threw a scoreless frame, walked a batter, did not strike out anyone. And so he will face Tim Millard. He inherits a 2-ball, no-strike count. So this at-bat will belong to Petteruti. Guy that pitched and played outfield in high school out of Moses Brown High School. And in the state of Rhode Island, he was rated the #1 lefty out of that class of 2017. So it's Petteruti against Millard, bases full, and it's 7-3 Patriots in the bottom of the 5th. Millard climbs in. From the right, it's got Hanna at third, Granberg at second, Deuce at first. The 2-0 from Petteruti. Kicks, comes home, fastball comes right over the top at 85 and pumps it in there for a strike. 2-1. Petteruti works from the extreme third base side of the rubber, set at the letters, and the pitch. A fastball and a vicious cut by Millard. He fouls it back to the brick, and it rolls all the way out almost to the third base at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This was a 2-2 ball game through the first 2. Patriots have led since the 3rd. 7-3. They have scored 24 runs in 2 games and looking to bust it wide open right here. 2-2 pitch with 2 away to Millard. That's nowhere close. Slouse had to reach way up to make that grab. Now 3-2 and another full count pitch. With 2 outs, they'll be off and moving. Deep breath from Millard as he digs back in. At 3-2, Hanna, Granberg, Deuce will be moving as soon as Petteruti lets it fly. He works from the stretch, studies the signals from Slouse, and the payoff offering. Drilled high and deep foul. That had home run written all over it if he straightens it out. And Millard just misses it. A collective groan from this crowd as that ball was crushed. 3-2, 2 away, we'll do it again.
I think they said an estimated 445 feet foul.
Straight in the outfield and respectfully deep all the way around. A look to second. Now the 3-2 pitch. This one's drilled towards the left center field alleyway. Delano's on his horse, dives, and it's past him to the wall. 1 run in, 2 runs are in. Deuce is turning third, on his way for home. He's in there, and it's a 3-run double for Tim Millard. Patriots have blown it wide open now, 10-3 in the 5th.
Well, Brown was flirting with it here in this inning, and Tim Millard finally does what you say, blows the game wide open. The home run earlier, the double here that drains the bases and extends it out to 10-3 in a completely different feel now to this ball game.
All 10 runs today have been driven in by 1 through 4 in the Patriots lineup. Here's Evan Sandman with a runner at second, and again, this started with 2 outs and nobody on. Now here's the 9th batter of this inning. The first pitch to Sandman, tight and high for ball 1.
Now 11 base runners for the Patriots through 5 innings with 2 men out.
That has really been the theme this weekend. Really, or I say this weekend, really, this week you go back to Stillwater. 2-out hitting, the pitch to Sandman, low and in for a ball. Scored 4 2-out runs late in that one on Tuesday in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Now have a commanding 10-3 lead and a 5-run 5th inning. Sandy's ahead at 2-0. First base is open. Millard at second. The lefty and Petteruti comes home. Fastball low. Now at 3 balls and no strikes. Sandman's 0 for 3. He's been living in right field today. He's lined out to right, hit a deep fly to right, also hit a shallow fly to right field. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Millard at second, cleared the bags with a double, his 7th of the year. This pitch a strike, called towards the top of the zone at 3-1. Millard with 4 RBIs today. His RBI total is now up to 18. Granberg has 5 runs driven in. He's knocking on the door of 30 on the season. He has 26 RBIs. 3-1 pitch. Fouled it back to the net. Now it's Jimmy Fowles who begins to loosen for the Patriots. Up by 7 in the 5th. Skies continue to look more and more threatening as the weather is rolling in from the southwest. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Millard away from the bag at second. The payoff pitch from Petteruti. Ground ball. This one's hit sharply to second, but scooped up by Chufo, throws to first, and they get Sandman to end the inning. But the Patriots get 5 runs on 2 hits. The big 3-run double by Millard. We're going to the 6th, and it's 10-3 Patriots on the PBN.
At Hilton Garden Inn in Duncanville, you'll find an open, inviting atmosphere with warm, sunny service from the first hello to the next, and thoughtful touches that make your stay easier and more comfortable. Whether you're looking for a weekend away to relax or a one-night stay after watching DBU baseball, choose Hilton Garden Inn in Duncanville to make your day better and brighter. Conveniently located off of I-20, less than 10 minutes from DBU's campus, Hilton Garden Inn in Duncanville is proud to be the official hotel of DBU baseball. Book direct by calling 972-283-9777 and ask for the DBU special rate.
Chakri has been one of the leading web design and search engine optimization companies in Dallas-Fort Worth since 2002. Creating websites that rate well on Google for companies, ad agencies, and universities, Chakri can do it all in a fast and affordable way. Chakri also provides services for social media optimization and Google business listings. Contact them today at 214-295-5550 and find them online at chakri.com. That's 214-295-5550 and CHAKERY.com.
Well, the Patriots are on top by a score of 10-3 as we make our way to the last half of this one. Top of the 6th inning, and DBU goes to the pen. This called the bullpen, brought to you by Sharon Hargett Realty, twice named a D Magazine Realtor of the Year. McGregor Hines, 3 innings in relief. He stands right now to be the winning pitcher. 2 base hits, allowed 1 unearned run, couple of walks, and 6 strikeouts. 58 pitches, 37 for strikes, and DBU will go to Sean Boyle out of the pen.
He has been outstanding here in 2018. He's making his team-high 8th appearance, a 1.17 ERA, 7 2/3 innings He's only walked 2 batters, struck out 12, and opponents hitting at 226 off of Boyle, who's out of Selden, New York. He's a senior. He will see the bottom third of the order, starting with Garrett Delano to start the 6th inning. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors today for Brown. 10 runs on an 8-hit attack, and 1 error for the Patriots.
Left fielder Garrett Delano.
So here is Delano, his home run back in the 2nd. That tied the game at 2 apiece. He has 2 home runs here in the series. It's a right-handed hitting left fielder who will get the start tomorrow on the mound. Right on right as Boyle goes into his windup, cuts it loose, first pitch, strike 1. At 81 miles per hour, the slider from Boyle, fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup from Shaw. The wind, the 0-1 pitch, big cut and a miss. Broke off the curveball there. And now Delano is behind at 0-2. Boyle really seems to have supreme confidence and just seems to be growing and growing with each appearance that he makes. 0-2, deep breath, delivers, and it's a swing and a miss. 3 pitches and Delano strikes out. The slider down and away gets Delano swinging, and there's 1 gone to start the 6th.
You know, Boyle really wastes no time, and we've seen this ever since opening day. Right on top of the bump, and he's got everything going for him right now. Sets up that slider that dropped just below the knees, and got good hitter in Delano, who's had some success this weekend.
9 strikeouts now for the Patriot pitching staff today, and 166 on the season. There's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Well, the walk to strikeout numbers pretty impressive through 16 games for this Patriot pitching staff. 58 walks and 166 strikeouts. There's a line drive base hit off of the bat of Carey. He's 2 for 2 with a single to right and 1 to left. And you can tell that's really been a point of emphasis for Rick McCarty. 1, establishing the fastball, and 2 is commanding the strike zone. And throwing strikes, trusting your defense behind you. And when you've got a defense like this that's fielding at a 975 clip, it really allows that pitching staff to cut it loose. Now Joe LaMuccio with a runner at first. 10-3 Patriots, top of the 6th. Boyle's first offering, a slider that falls right over the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. LaMuccio, a true freshman, 1 for 2 today, had a soft infield single in the 2nd. His lone hit in the series. Pitch outside and away, a slider that missed up. And now a ball and a strike. Brand Achilles feels like LaMuccio's a guy that's really, at this point in his career, a guy that's just beginning to come into his own, and feels like that he's got a chance to step in immediately. There's a swing and a miss. A slider again that LaMuccio swings through. He's behind at 1-2, and so you see that LaMuccio into the starting lineup early in his freshman career. And they're hoping for big things during his stint at Brown. A runner at first and Carey. 10-3 Patriots, top of the 6th with 1 out. Boyle's delivery, that's low and in. Now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Sean Boyle, you go back to opening day. He gave up 2 runs in his first appearance of the year. Since then, he has not allowed a run now in 8 innings of work since opening day. The stretch, the 2-2, buries a fastball. That one low and outside. And the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first and Carey. Thunderberg holding him on. Faust in the bullpen beyond the left center field wall. Not throwing right now, but just still standing. Full count. Boyle comes home. The slider, a check swing, and appeal did not go. At first base, Darren Hare holding out both arms, saying that LaMuccio was able to hold up. And so a men are at first and second, 1 out, now back around to the top of the order. Sam Grigo. He's 0 for 5 in the series in the leadoff spot. 1 out, first and second. Boyle's pitch chopped it foul. This is above the Brown dugout. Grigo, a senior from Connecticut. He's a guy that also, it's really interesting as you dig into these bios for Brown to see what, as an Ivy League school, as to really what each of these guys, one major in, and then as to what they're studying, what their future plans are. For Grigo, he's a guy that's a sports columnist for the Brown Daily Herald. 0-1 fastball up and away and a ball and a strike. He wrote a fascinating article that broke down the New York Yankees' Gary Sanchez playoff slump last year and how he was missing on breaking ball pitches. He diagrammed everything, and just a really fascinating article that he put together last year. 1-1 with 1 away. Slider that drops in for a strike at 1-2. He's an economics major at Brown, but you read that article and think about his analysis and his communication skills. We talked last night about just how many Major League ball clubs are searching for general managers coming out of the Ivy Leagues, and might write this guy's name down with his knowledge of the game of baseball. 1-2 pitch. There's strike 3 call. Frozen on the slider that split the plate in half. Grigo's out on strikes. And he knew it too. And that's just keeping a batter off balance. Back-to-back sliders for Grigo where he cannot pull the trigger. And that one falls right around the knees, inner half of the plate. Yeah, Grigo, there's nothing you can do but argue that one. He just turns, walks back to the dugout. 2 gone, first and second now, and it's Rich Chufo. 2 and 3 in this Bears lineup have been awfully deadly this weekend. Chufo with 4 hits. He's reached base all 3 times today. Strike called on the outside corner. Boyle really has sharp command of the slider today. That was on the outside corner. Chufo in this series now 4 for 6. He doubled in the first today, infield single in the second, and reached on an error and scored in the 5th. Patriots by 7 in the 6th inning. Boyle's delivery, a high bounding ball to second. Jones waits back on it. Sidearm throw to first, easily gets Chufo, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. Going to the home half of the 6th, and it's 10-3 Patriots on the PBN.
It's now time to look back at one of the all-time great performances in DBU baseball history on today's career-defining moment.
Ronnie Mitchell was a mainstay in the Patriots outfield for 2 seasons. As a junior in 2012, Mitchell came off an injury to return to the lineup in a key midseason series versus Missouri State. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 6th, Ronnie sent a 2-run shot over the right field wall to put the Patriots on top, as DBU went on to claim a 6-5 win. Mitchell and the Patriots would go on to advance that year to the Waco Regional. Over the course of his 2-year career at DBU, Ronnie played in 108 games and collected 123 hits. Following the 2013 season, Mitchell was a 38th round selection of the Houston Astros. That's a look back at Ronnie Mitchell on today's career-defining moments.
Yesterday.
Coach, swing and a miss! Got him on a slider!
Today.
The first pitch is in the left center field, a base hit. Greenberg delivers, we're tied in the 10th.
Always a Patriot. This is DBU Baseball on the PBN.
Bottom half of the 6th inning from Horner Ballpark, and it's all Patriots. This was a 2-2 ball game through 2 today. It's now 10-3. DBU's on top, and it's 6, 7, and 8 coming up, starting with Cody Funderburk. I will remind you, the DBU Dugout Club is still accepting members here for this 2018 season. You can be a part of the DBU Dugout Club and receive official Nike apparel and behind-the-scenes information and invitations from your favorite college baseball team. Registration forms are available online at dbupatriots.com. Glad you're with us today. Reagan Radcliffe, Brendan Smith. Here we are already now 17 games into the season. Patriots at 10-6. They are one of 5 teams in the Missouri Valley Conference with records up above 500, and one of 3 teams with already 10 wins on the season. Bradley and Missouri State both coming in at 10-5 today. Patriots at 10-6. Indiana State's at 9-5, and Illinois State coming in at 8-7. Brendan will have a look at the Missouri Valley Conference scoreboard in the 7th. Here's the first pitch to Funderburk. Fouls it back high, off and to the left. Only 3 teams with losing records. Southern Illinois at 8-9. You got Evansville at 5-8. Valpo at 5-11. Told you earlier today that Dan Hefner is closing in on career win number 400. He's 2 shy of that mark. Looks to be well on his way to 399 today as this pitch misses up and away. Ball 1. Thunderberg is 0 for 2. Only time he reached today was in the 3rd when he walked. Pat Petteruti, the lefty. Twists, turns, delivers. Fastball low. 2-1. Left on left as Thunderberg awaits. Petteruti into the windup at a high leg kick. Fastball up above the letters and tight inside. And Thunderberg in the driver's seat at 3-1. For Brown tomorrow, we'll see Garrett Delano on the hill. He's in left field right now. 3-1 pitch. That's just low, and it's ball 4. Thunderberg is on with a base on balls. That has been a common theme today for this Brown pitching staff. They've just not been able to command the strike zone, as they have walked now 9 batters on the day.
The catcher, Garrett Wolford.
I say 9, it's actually 8. 8 walks, they've only struck out 3, and here is Garrett Wolford. Runner at first for Wolford. The switch hitter will swing it from the right against the lefty Petteruti. First pitch, fastball. It's low. Slouch with a backhand stab and snapped up out of his crouch to look to first base. Thunderberg back to the bag without a throw. Garrett's hitting at 173. He's 1 for 3 today, singled in the 3rd. Infield back, they play for 2. The pitch, grounded, or I'd say grounded, is lined foul into that Patriots dugout. Look out. That one was hit sharply into the dugout. May have hit a light up above that the top roof of that, the inside of the dugout. So it's at 1-1.
Yeah, luckily did not hit a person as everyone got out of the way. Yeah, as they're looking up top, and I think you're right, it might have shattered something up top of the very roof of that dugout.
There was just a split second at that to react. Thankfully, it was up above everyone. Here's a high drive sent deep into left. Delano is there. He's going to be right at the track. Waits for it to come down. A major league fly ball out. Wolford is retired on a deep fly. Back to first is Thunderberg. So 1 gone now. Here is Blaine Jones.
Second baseman, Blaine Jones.
Jones started the rally in the 5th with a 2-out walk. Then it was Jimmy Glowinski who walked. Jamison Hanna, an infield single that was hit wide of first base. Covering on the play was Grant Greeno. He could not get there in time. And then a walk to Granberg. Matt Deuce was hit by a pitch. The big hit of that inning, a 3-run double by Tim Millard. This pitch to Jones, hit high, straight away to right. Lamuccio is there. Waits for it to come down and puts it away with a one-handed stab. So now 2 out.
Sufficient.
And the Patriots 6th for Jimmy Glowinski. Glowinski is 1 for 2, doubled inside the bag at 3rd in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th, and Watkins scored in the 5th. 10-3 Patriots in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That wind now is shifted. It's blowing gently towards right. Gray skies here at the park. The lights have taken effect. The stretch and the pitch to Glowinski, a fastball that dots the outside corner, strike 1. Glowinski a glance to 3rd. Tap of the plate. He has that slide open stance. He stands tall from the right. He's at 5'10", 179. Bat held high. Thunderberg off the bag at first, and a true definition of a calling card throw over to first. That was just a soft lob by Petteruti. Petteruti, a 5'11", 165-pound true freshman, climbs back on. So you've got a couple of freshmen dueling here in Petteruti and Glowinski. And 2 of maybe the best names in college baseball. Here's a high drive, smoke deep into left field. Delano's back at the track, and that's off of the wall. To 3rd base goes Thunderberg. Charging to 2nd is Glowinski. A stand-up double for Jimmy. It's his 2nd 2-base hit of the day, and now 2nd and 3rd for the Patriots with 2 out.
He squared that ball up about as well as you can, and he narrowly misses his first home run. That ball goes right to the left of the 2016 regional banner, and he missed it by maybe a foot, if that.
Second and third for Jamison Hanna. Jamison has been on base all 4 times today. A couple of hits, a single to right. He also had an infield single. He's been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's also scored 3 runs. And his on-base percentage right now is at an even 500. It was at 473 coming in today. 2 outs, second and third. 10-3 Patriots in the bottom of the 6th. Petteruti wants another sign here. Left on left.
Walk this guy.
Jamison awaits in the first pitch. Nowhere close. Well high as Slaus had to jump up to corral that one into his glove for ball 1. Jamison hitting lefties at a 333 mark. And it's got runners at second and third. A ball and no strikes with 2 outs. This pitch in the neighborhood of the outside corner, a strike called, and now at a ball and a strike. Devlin Granberg is on deck. He has a 5 RBI day, the 3rd of his career. He would be next. And Hanna looking to get on base once again. A ball, a strike with 2 outs. This pitch flutters high. Just lost the grip on a 66-mile-per-hour changeup. And that's really, you have to put yourself in the mind of a pitcher here and think, how do you work around Hanna? First base is open. You're pitching to one of the best hitters in college baseball here, but on deck is also one of the finest hitters in the game, and Devlin Granberg. 2-1, 2 outs, second and third, the pitch. A vicious cut and a swing and a miss by Hanna. And that levels the count at 2-2. Jamison steps out of the box just for a moment to collect his thoughts, readjust the Velcro in his batting gloves as he gets set to step back in. He is hitting a whopping 441. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. 10-3 Patriots in the bottom of the 6th. Petteruti, the southpaw, comes home. Fastball low and outside, gets away. Funderburk charges home. The throw to home plate, and he's in there safely with a feet-first slide. To third base goes Glowinski on the wild pitch. And now 11-3 Patriots. And Brown, they've been their own worst enemy over the past couple of innings. The 3 walks and a hit batter in the 5th, all with 2 outs. Then a leadoff walk and a wild pitch this time with 2 away. They've let this game get out of hand. Runner at third, Hanna awaits. In shallow right is the second baseman, Chufo. And maybe a couple of steps to play, Hanna to pull. The pitch. Swung through and missed. Spun that pitch low in the zone, and Hanna swings through it. But DBU does get a run on a hit, the double by Glowinski. We're going to the 7th, and it's 11-3 Patriots. This is DBU Baseball on the PBN.
With an undying dedication to excellence and a commitment to customer satisfaction, Service First Janitorial offers top-of-the-line care that is unmatched by other cleaning companies in the industry. With a specialization in schools and office buildings, Service First Janitorial offers a better experience that looks to exceed your expectations. Join Dallas Baptist University by becoming a Service First Janitorial client, and they will find a service that matches your needs. For more information, call 972-214-7777 for Service First Janitorial.
Fresh Air Filter Service is a proud sponsor of DBU Baseball and prayer partner for Dallas Baptist University. Fresh Air Filter Service specializes in commercial air conditioning filtration for hospitals, office and government buildings, as well as educational and industrial facilities. Nationally certified technicians and air filtration specialists have served San Antonio, Austin, and Central Texas for 26 years. Contact Fresh Air Filter Service today at www.freshairfilterservice.com.
It's all Patriots here at Horner Ballpark on this Saturday afternoon, 11-3, and a pitching change here for DBU. And this Patriots call of the bullpen is brought to you by Sharon Hargett Realty, twice named a D Magazine Realtor of the Year. Sean Boyle goes an inning today, shutout baseball, gives up a hit, walks 1, strikes out 2, throws 17 pitches. Now it's Jimmy Faust, a right-hander, a junior on the hill. And here to tell you about Jimmy's numbers and to take you through 7 and 8 is Brendan Smith.
All right, thank you, Reagan.
Fourth appearance for Jimmy Faust. He's not factored into a decision. An 8.31 ERA in 4 1/3 innings, couple of walks, and 6 strikeouts for the junior. 9 base hits, allowed the 4 runs in a 4 1/3. A .450 batting average against out of Midlothian, Texas. An outstanding season last year. Looking to get going for the Patriots this year. It's the first time that we've seen Faust since March the 4th against Air Force, where he went an inning in the 3rd and gave up a couple of runs. He pitched 2 2/3 at Clemson, and his only other appearance was a 1/3 of an inning on opening weekend against Monmouth. He's given up 2 runs in back-to-back games, and that's the first time that he's given up multiple runs in back-to-back games in his career. He'll face Mark Slouse, the junior, to lead things off. Slouse 2 for 2 today, has a hit in all 9 games that he's played this season. And the first pitch is a fastball at 87, paints the outside edge for strike 1. Slouse out of Gig Harbor, Washington. Went to a high school that bears the same name. 6'3", 210 pounds. Had a double yesterday. He's got 2 doubles today, and he's also mixed in a walk. There's another strike on the outside corner. He didn't like that go, and it's 0-2. Slouse also has an RBI in 6 straight games. 1 yesterday and then 1 today. Down at 0-2, the pitch from Faust misses the outer half. Now a .419 batting average for Mark Slouse. Came in yesterday hitting .370. One of just 2 Bears that hits over 300, at least coming in this week, and now he's the only one that can make that claim. 1-2 tap foul. Actually, I take that back. Rich Chufo came in yesterday hitting .281, had a couple of base hits yesterday, and now he has 2 hits today. And so his average is over 300. In fact, it's at 333. Cameron Deere was hitting over 300. His average has dropped all the way to 265. 1-2, the pitch from Faust, and Slouse goes opposite way, right center field. It'll hang up, and it will be caught by Evan Sandman. So everything that we have seen from Slouse this weekend has been pulled down the left field line. He now shows he can go the other way. But he is retired, and there is 1 out in the 7th inning. We'll make our way around the Missouri Valley Conference in this half inning. Our scoreboard brought to you by Sharon Hargett Realty, twice named a D Magazine Realtor of the Year. But first we'll see Cameron Deere. Climbs in 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch is the slider that's in there for strike 1. A heavy slate of games across the valley. In fact, there are 4 different teams that are playing doubleheaders. Tapped foul as fans are retreating. The skies have opened up for the first time here today, and everyone now heading for that overhang that covers the first 3 or 4 rows at the very top of the seating bowl here at Horner Ballpark. 0-2, here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. We'll tell you before we go through the valley that if we are halted by rain today, that it will be a halted game, which means that we'll pick off where we left off today. We'll do it tomorrow. At least that's my understanding. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cameron Deere is gone. So Jimmy Faust gets him with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. There's 2 down in the 7th inning. Well, game 1 of a doubleheader earlier today. Illinois beating Southern Illinois today by a score of 16-6. Rain in Carbondale forced that to a double dip today. Salukis lose game 1 by 10, and they're tied right now 1-1 in the top of the 3rd. Here's Lewis Gately, and the first pitch is down and away for ball 1. Salukis at 8-9. Saw their 5-game winning streak snapped against Arkansas State on Tuesday in a 9-8 extra inning loss. Pitch is down, it's 2-0. They trailed 7-3 in that game going to the 9th. Took the lead with 5 runs, but Ryan Nettemeyer blew the save. They eventually lost in 11 innings. But again, losing game 1 to Illinois today and tied in the top of the 3rd at 1. 2 balls, no strikes to Gately. He singled and picked up an RBI in the 5th. Takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, and it's 2-1. Valparaiso, they're playing a doubleheader. They just lost to Arkansas Pine Bluff by a score of 6-5, despite out-hitting the Golden Lions 10-5 in that game. As Faust misses low, now 3-1. So Valpo struggling early on this season. They're now 5-12. They're playing game 2 right now, and they lead it 4-2 in the bottom half of the third inning. Gately asks for time. So the freshman went no batting gloves yesterday, now has just the one on the left hand today. Wags the bat through the zone. He's ready against Faust. High set and hold. Here's the 3-1. And it's crushed into the left center field gap. Devlin Granberg sees it go up the alley and gone. Lewis Gately with a solo blast to left center field, the first of his career. And the lead has been cut to 11-4.
We got the first two, and a fly ball and a strikeout. It looked really good on the strikeout of Cameron Deere, just blowing it right by him. But here, he tries to go right back to that fastball that he struck Deere out on, and Gately's able to turn on it, do what Deere was not able to. He couldn't catch up to it. Gately does, and puts it over the wall in left center.
Well, 2 down for Willie Holmza, 0 for 3 today. He has struck out all 3 times. First pitch for strike 1. First time was against Eldred, and then the last 2 were against McGregor Hines. He was the second and then 6th, which was the final strikeout victim for Hines, who was in line to be the winner after 3 innings of work where he allowed just 1 unearned run. Pitch misses outside. It's 1-1 to Holmza. Bradley picked up a 6-3 win against UMass